Okay, y'all. Uh, let's talk about politics. Now, I was conflicted on whether I should talk about politics. I commented and asked y'all, do y'all want me to talk about politics? And this one subscriber, I guess he was a subscriber, he said, yes, talk about politics. So, I'm gonna do it this video. I ain't gonna make this a habit, but I'm gonna do it this video. Because, you know, y'all subscribe to me, so I guess it's only right y'all know my opinion on this. Well, if you don't see what I'm wearing a Trump hat. Trump 2020. So, I think that tells you all you need to know on which side I stand on. Now, let me clear something up before you click off this video. I am not a racist. I am not a racist. I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not. I've grown up around black people. I live in a black neighborhood right now. I've always lived in black neighborhoods. Went to predominantly black high schools. I am not a racist. I'm not. But uh that's not why I made this video. I didn't make this video to justify myself being a Trump supporter. I'm just gonna give you reasons why you shouldn't support Democrats, okay? What has a Democrat ever done to make your life better? What? What has a Democrat done? They make all these promises and stuff to get you to elect them, and then they don't do shit. They don't deliver on none of the shit they promised. Instead, gas prices go up and everything else, which is what's happening now. When Trump was in office, gas prices was only like $1 something. Now gas is more. It's more than $2. Or 200. I'm not sure. I think two though. But yeah. But just look at what the Democrats say. They say Trump incited violence at the Capitol, right? Well, if you watch the whole video and not just the video that they edited and left out some parts. Good editing, by the way. Good editing to fit your narrative, but still, it's still not the truth. The people deserve to see the whole video so they know the truth. Trump said, protest peacefully. That's what he said. The video, if you watch the whole video, it shows it. It shows him saying it. But why are these Democrats so mad about Trump? Even if he did incite the violence. Let's talk about these Democrats inciting violence. Go to, look up some of the stuff Maxine Waters has said. That old wrinkly bitch said to harass Trump supporters. That's what she said. What about these Democrats encouraging the Black Lives Matter protests and the violence? What about that? What about the Democrats encouraging the Black Lives Matter protests and the violence and stuff? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about Trump inciting violence, even though he didn't. But we don't want to talk about the Democrats inciting violence all last summer and encouraging it. Maxine Waters literally said, if you see Trump supporters, harass them. Let them know they are not welcome. I don't care if they're with their families. Harass them. That is what she said. Now that old wrinkly bitch, she needs to be held accountable. Guys, we can't be hypocrites. Especially when it comes to serious shit like this. This isn't nothing to joke with. This is serious shit. We're talking about protests, violence, buildings getting looted. That's what we're talking about here. So, how is the Trump supporters the bad guys? How are the people, what they did at the Capitol, the bad guys? One person died. One person. It was a cop. And the other person was a Trump supporter that got shot. It was it was a veteran. A veteran. A woman at that. A woman. How and why would you shoot a woman? Out of all those angry people at the Capitol, you chose to shoot the woman. And you only shoot the woman. Coward. That dude is a coward. Now, I'm not going to say what should happen to him, but I ain't even going to speak on that. But let's look at the Black Lives Matter thing. Alright? The Democrats and bullshit CNN want you to believe that it's to unite us and bring us all together, the Black Lives Matter movement. No, it's not. It's only to unite the black people. That's all it is. Because why else last year did they beat up innocent, random white people who were minding their business? And on top of all that, like they're looting buildings and shit. I'm cutting the light on while I do this video. So, if you're gonna hold the people at the Capitol accountable, you gotta hold Black Lives Matter accountable for all the chaos that they caused last year. And Black Lives Matter is the stupidest movement. When the system is screwing everybody that's exactly the same. And as far as racism in America, what? You better quote that. Better say it, be simple. And that quote, that was a Tom McDonald quote. You know, in case y'all don't know. But like And as far as racism being an issue in America towards black people, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. The only, mainly the most of the violence I see is black on black violence. When a rapper gets killed, who's usually behind it? A black thug. A white person didn't kill Tupac, it was a black person. I mean, come on, let's look at the facts. Y'all want to complain? Let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Racism has not been an issue in like over 30 years. Nobody gives a damn if you're black. They don't. They don't give a damn. White people are out here minding their business, supporting their families. They're not worried about y'all. Some of y'all wanna say, oh, I can't get a job because I'm black. No, motherfucker, you can't get a job because you sag your pants and you're too damn lazy to get a fucking job. Or you're just a criminal. And that's not racist. What I just said, that's facts. I'll give you an example. There is black cops, black doctors, black lawyers. There's even been a black president. We got a black vice president. There is black athletes that make millions of dollars. What about Michael Jordan? He's a billionaire. A billionaire, a black billionaire. Where is the racism at? Where's the racism at? If racism was such an issue, black people wouldn't be able to make billions of dollars playing a sport. They wouldn't be able to own NBA teams and shit. But they can. Why? Because racism is not an issue. It's not an issue. The media wants to let on like it is. It's a weapon they're using. It's media propaganda. Anybody who watches Officer Tatum or the Conservative Twins knows the truth. Big ups to them for exposing the truth. The media uses this racism shit as a weapon. They use it as a weapon to divide the masses, to divide the people, to create a false narrative to cause a division of hatred. And these white people apologizing for their white privilege? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? White privilege, it don't exist. It's a myth. It's a myth. It don't exist. It does not exist. And if you're not convinced, I'll give you an example. If two white crackheads have a kid, is that kid going to be privileged? Hell no, he's not. That kid's going to be hurting. Now, I'll give you another example. If two black lawyers have a kid, is that kid going to be privileged? You bet your ass he is. If Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, no, I don't want to use Kobe Bryant. I mean, you know, it's sad what happened to him. R.I.P. I don't want to speak about the dead, so, you know, R.I.P. Kobe. As far as I know, he was a good person. Let's just use a different example. But LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, if they do have kids, I guarantee you their kids grew up privileged, and they're black. Floyd Mayweather, he has a daughter, right? I guarantee you she grew up so wealthy and privileged. So this white privilege thing, it is what it sounds like. It's bullshit. It doesn't matter what color you are. You can be privileged. And it doesn't matter what color you are. You can have it rough. There's white homeless people out there sleeping right now in dumpsters. Are they privileged because of their skin color? Hell no, they're not. And the only racism I see is these black people. These black people make everything about race. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They make everything about race and wants to blame the white man for all their problems, all their fuck-ups. Take responsibility for your actions. Take accountability. There's nobody to blame but you. If you choose to live in the hood and commit crimes and you get arrested, the cops ain't targeting you. You put that big target on your back yourself. When you do bad things happen to you. It's that simple. It's the way it's always been. It's time to take accountability. I'm glad I got to expose the truth. It's time to wake up.